As we welcome multi-Grammy Award winner, or Emmy Award winners, Grammys, you're singing too, stage, screen, author, producer, you do it all, Patricia Heaton.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the
middle.
middle.
How's everything in Vancouver?
You know what, it's just starting to rain here. Oh, sorry, our delay is kicking us back here.
Oh, it is. I haven't been there for a while, but I really love that city. It's fantastic.
Now, you call Los Angeles home. But you were born, was it in Ohio?
That's correct, yeah. So right next to Indiana, which is where the middle is set. And, you know, it was a pleasure when I first got the pilot script for the series. To see the Midwest portrayed in such a, loving but funny way. It's kind of a smart, edgy show about middle-class people in the Midwest, what we call the flyover states, anything between New York and LA. And, it's an often neglected topic for TV shows, family life in the Midwest. And so I was really kind of thrilled to be a part of it. Our writers, Eileen Heisler and Deanne Helene, have been friends since college and writing partners for just as long, and both grew up in the Midwest. And it really comes through how much they loved growing up there. And it's just a really fun show about sort of parenting when you don't have a lot of money or time and you're juggling a lot of things. And I think, every family can relate to that.
That's the key here. Is I love the cell line here is that it's a comedy about raising a family and lowering your expectations. It's shift work, it's teens, it's tweens, it's juggling, it's imperfect. And you are so at the center of this. Now, not a new show, but it is returning to our channel, City, starting next Friday at 9 o'clock. Tell us your favorite quirk about the middle.
I love the fact that it's, even though I sort of got into show business because I loved the glamour, and I thought I'd be traveling to far-flung places wearing gowns and dripping with jewels, and I'm actually in Burbank, shooting. My character's wardrobe is from the 99-cent store, and I'm often in front of a big papier-mâché cow or a porta potty. So, it wasn't exactly the way I pictured Hollywood, and yet I'm so happy to be, able to sort of bring those stories to people, because I get so many comments of how much they love the middle, because it really reflects what's going on in their lives. And I think all of us as parents have a lot of pressure on us that our parents didn't have, that you had to be everywhere and perfect all the time for your kids and be so involved in school and so involved in every aspect of life. And kids had to have dance lessons and, take Japanese and be doing gymnastics and, all this stuff that's time-consuming and expensive. And I think we're at a point in the country now where a lot of that stuff is just dropping away, and people are realizing that's not the way life is meant to be, and we can all kind of relax about it, and the middle kind of portrays that.
All of the parents in the BT studios were nodding their heads in agreement with every one of those pressures you just pulled out. You have 4 boys. They're teens, later teens now.
Yeah.
How much do you draw from your personal life and put into characters such as Frankie or in Deborah and Everybody Loves Raymond?
So much. At the time that I was doing Raymond, my kids were about the same age as the kids on that show. And so every day I would come in and the writers would already have written out my life. And it's the same with the middle. The kids are around the same age as my kids, going through all these different episodes with them. And I sometimes bring things to the writers, although they usually have it all there. But there was an episode that'll be coming up in syndication where the Hex invite a Japanese exchange student to stay with them for 10 days, which I did with my boys that year. Because I thought it would be good for them to really get to know someone and have to be, inviting and be a host. And, we had a lovely Japanese boy that came and stared at us for 10 days, didn't speak any English, and really couldn't figure out what we were about. And I felt like the worst parent because I felt someone watching my every move and just feeling like the ugly American. And that translated. And I said to the writers, can you imagine if I felt bad about how our lives are, how the Hex would feel if somebody came and watched them, a foreigner. So they incorporated that into a really funny episode, which will be coming up in syndication. There's just so many great things. Our daughter, Sue Heck, played by Eden Scher, is always trying out for things and always failing, but always picking herself up again and getting out there and, you know, trying again. She's sort of got that can-do American spirit. Axel is our sort of dumb jock, and Brick is our really super smart kid who has no social skills and is really bad at going to school every day. So I've sort of had aspects of that in all my kids, and every time I open the script, I just think this is a brilliant show, and I'm so blessed to get another shot at a wonderful show.
Well, best of luck on it, Patricia. We look forward to falling in love with the Hex every Friday evening at 9, starting next Friday on City. Thank you for spending some time with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.